Boiler up. It's D&D in the building. Purdue power. No ceiling. Yeah. Double D back, that's Derek and Dalton. Talking gold blood, Mackie been molten. Black and gold dreams, banners we folding. Paint crew loud, every rim gets swollen. Stats so clean, you think it's a scheme. History books get Purdue screen. From humble to E-Day, legends on replay. We run through Mars like it's just another weekday. Double the energy, talking that legacy. Boiler boys cooking, no recipe. Microphone magic, rivalry static. We breaking it down, keep it cinematic. You want the heat, better tune in fast.
Hello, welcome back to the Double D podcast. Hope everybody's having a great Friday into a great weekend. My name is Derek. This is my co-host Dalton, as always. If I do sound a little funky talking, I have some dental issue going on that I'm working through. So we're going to keep this relatively short just because I have a hard time talking for a long period of time. But this is our 20th episode, milestone episode here, talking sports in Purdue, where we try to bring you at least 2 episodes a week. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, leave a comment, get in our comment section, join the chat, join the conversation. It does help us grow and engage with you guys. This episode will be previewing the Texas Tech and Purdue final of the Bahamar Championship tonight. That starts at 9:30, extremely late game. And we'll also hit on the Memphis debacle that was supposedly a basketball game yesterday. Dalton, how are you? What are your instant thoughts, instant reactions from that Memphis game? And what do you anticipate we learn from that?
Initial thoughts on Memphis. It was a nasty game, man. I didn't even like watching it. Any day of the week, I love watching my Boilers. I was honestly worried somebody was going to get hurt in that game. It was just kind of stupid. The refs let it get out of control. Memphis is a dirty team. I don't say that a lot. I don't think that's the way the game should be played. Obviously, they're a hodgepodge team, 15 new guys, but they play dirt ball. I don't enjoy necessarily watching that style of basketball. Just there's no reason for it. There shouldn't be 5 guys on the floor, every time down the floor. I thought the disparaging free throw effort, I don't know how to put this, but there's no way that we fouled that much more than them. It was nasty. There's pictures all over of Braden getting hit in the face. I really hope tonight's a lot better of a game, a lot more high level. We played into what they wanted us to do. They wanted a nasty game, and we played right into it. We were getting up the floor too fast. This year I don't mind us playing slow because there's always a scoring option for us. On our sets, we will find somebody to take a shot this year. It won't be 6 seconds on the shot clock and Braden chucking something up. Our sets work. We can play slow this year. So against a team like that, we need to. But honestly, it was a win. And in a scrappy game, that was like a FDU type of game, McNeese, type of game. I heard bits, I think it was Gary Bragg said that, it was like one of those early round games. So that's my thoughts. Probably all I'll say on the Memphis game. Honestly, it sucked.
Yeah, it's Greg Braggs, by the way.
Greg. Oh yeah, Brad Widmer in the
Brad
chat.
Widmer and Gary Braggs. Sorry, Blake. I don't know if you heard that last night.
Gary called you Brad. So
yeah, No, I agree with a lot of what you said there. It was a dogfight, rock fight, whatever you want to call it. They mucked it up. They did what they had to do to stay in that game with us. Had that been a clean flowing game, we would have won by 20 or 30. I'm very confident in that. The problems that I had, and Painter touched on this quite a bit, is we seemed rattled. And I don't think a team with this much senior leadership should get rattled like that. In fact, the only guy who didn't seem rattled to me, well, a couple, was Oscar, Clough, and CJ. They looked pretty stoic. But the Fletcher, he's the kind of guy that gets rattled and then he responds. Braden was completely shook, 2 for 14 shooting. Did have 11 assists, so he was still distributing the ball, 10 in the second half. It's very similar to like the Houston game, but he could not get a shot to fall. He seems to be foul hunting a lot. Don't love that. Like he's skipping around his mid range. Like he's trying to get to the basket and draw a foul. Like just shoot it, man. Like we know what you can do. Just go do it.
Yeah.
So that's a big one for me. And then TKR, an emotional moment too, getting a technical foul. That was a horribly timed thing to do. He gets his third foul, doesn't get to start the second half, ends up fouling out, which is killer because he was dominating the glass. Had 9 boards in the first half. Just dominating, and then he doesn't get to play much in the second half. No more goaltends. Like they were goaltending everything in the first half on him. It felt like he had 6 points in the first half off goaltends. But
yeah,
all in all, huge game for CJ. Love to see that. Needed to see that. Felt like we've been asking for that for a while, for him to just shoot it when he's open, and that's what he did. He didn't go out of his way or anything. It wasn't like a crazy buzzer beater shots from him. It was just he's wide open, shoots it, makes it. And in a game where a lot of guys weren't making it, it was nice that he was because I hate to say it, but without CJ in this game, we probably don't win. He was kind of a leveling force in the second half where when it got rough and it got tough, it was like he was always there to catch a ball and shoot a 3 and make a 3. And that was really impressive. So my overall takeaway of this game was kind of like what you said, like we won, great. That's what we wanted to do. That's what we needed to do. And in a game like this, where the other team is clearly going to try to make it as little of a basketball game as possible, and the refs are going to buy right into that and just make it ugly. We got a little shook, but we recovered by the end, and we end up winning the game by 9 points. I feel like the referees, I'll be the one to say it, had some money on this game, and they made sure it stayed under that 14.5 number. Every time we started getting on a run, they'd do something ridiculous. Doug McDaniel going down every 5 seconds with a cramp. Like, what are we doing? Like, how is that allowed? Like, there should be a point where after your 5th one, you can't come back in the game. Like, you are disturbing the flow of the game so much.
Right. I actually came up with a new term from this game. It's called a Memphis block. So anytime somebody goaltends, now we call it a Memphis block. So
yeah. Also, Memphis's transition defense is just Doug goes down with a cramp.
Yeah, blow the whistle, man.
Yeah, just have him fall to the ground. And Cidium put it up here. Just said I did love the Oscar bump and the guy fell down. He just looked at him. Yeah, I watched that and I go, what the heck is 7 foot, 180-pound Aaron Bradshaw going to do to a guy who swings hammers all day?
Yeah. Construction Clough.
Clough just looked at him and was like, huh? Wait.
Yeah.
I just want to have fun. I'm an Australian. I want to have fun. I can't do Australian.
Yeah, you need to work on that, bro.
I don't know. It turns into like this weird French-European thing. I can't explain it, but I thought Clough, just since we're talking about him, was really good in this game. His stat line wasn't crazy, 11 and 7. Did have 3 blocks. I thought he was just so steady out there.
We call it Cloughing now. It's just what we expect of him. Now he will turn, like I've said all season, gonna be one of our favorite transfers of all time. He'll be on David Jenkins, level. He'll be on
Lance Jones.
Dang, dude, Lance Jones level. I mean, yeah, I think he will. He's already one of my favorites. He just gets the job done. He's gritty, nasty inside.
Yeah.
A metaphor for Bradshaw's career was that flop followed by that technical.
Yeah, he's a waste. Waste of a tall, athletic, potentially great basketball player because he can't get his head right.
He reminds me of Cliff Amore, like his build.
Yeah, without the
Yeah, Amore
charisma.
was a beast. I mean, when we played Alabama and he was down there, when we played Rutgers, that dude balled. Aaron Bradshaw easily could have been that. I just think some people get bad advice.
Amore was a guy I really wanted to pick up last year in the portal. I mean, I thought he would have been a perfect fit for Purdue last year.
Dude, would have been a game changer, you know. But
Let's hit this Saluki. Texas Tech seems beatable after watching the Wake Forest game. I agree. I like how the Wake Forest doubled top and enforced it. I think Purdue historically doubles the big, and we'll get into this when we get into the preview of this. But I agree that that's probably what we're gonna do, or we'll play it kind of like the weird one-on-one where it's TKR on him, but there's always Clough behind him.
yeah, he's in the middle of the lane or something.
Yeah, like Braden was talking about on the Running Point podcast at one point. He calls it like bluff and stay. So like you're gonna bluff at your guy and then come back, or you're not a bluff and stay, which means you're actually gonna help.
Right.
I think he's gonna be the help. And
What if we just double top and hard all night?
I think. I think 100% we will.
I mean, just as soon as he gets it, it's an instant double. Make everyone else beat you. Is that a bad strategy here?
I don't know. That being said, Illinois did the opposite. They let Toppin get whatever he wanted. And said they kind of pulled the UConn versus us Edey era. Like, hey, we're going to let Edey get all of his points. We're just going to stop everyone else. And that's really what Illinois did, and they won the game. So I don't know. Maybe that is the strategy. Now, Illinois is huge.
Follow their strategy. But, man, they were – like, Mirkovic was hitting. Obviously, Stoyankovic had a crazy game that game. So we would need that if we're going to go that route. Incendium. Bro, you got to choose an easier name for me to say. Clough wasn't getting the rebounds first half, but he was the reason a lot of other players were getting rebounds. Yes. Yeah, we talk about this a lot. Like, Clough seals. It's like when we had Edey, maybe he wouldn't get the rebound, but CJ or Braden could run through the lane and easily snatch up a rebound because the big man was pushed off the block. So, we love that. Colvin looks like a different player, pretty good ball handler. Yeah, he does because he has that freedom. But if you also watch the very end of that game, he's still Miles Colvin.
Yeah, I mean, I love the guy. I think in the right Purdue scheme, he could have been great, but he was never one of the top three. And Painter talks about it. The offense runs through them. You have to compliment them, and he didn't. Now he's at a team where they kind of just play this free flowing AAU style, YMCA basketball, where it's just kind of go take your man, beat your man. We're going to lob it up, this, that, and the other, and it works for him. But
he forced really hard at the end of that game and chucked up a pretty terrible layup. It was a game-ending, basically, drive. I could tell that he really wanted to win that game, but you gotta play the game. Love Miles. Yeah, I mean, big fans. Great kid, but I can say this with confidence now. I'm glad we have the team we do. I just don't see where he fit in this year.
And I think just to put a bow on the Memphis game, I thought Omer came in and looked really good for a minute, and then he just wasn't hitting wide open shots. And in a game where CJ is, that's the beauty and kind of the sadness both of having three guys at one position. It's going to be a game-to-game who's getting the minutes. And I know a lot of us wanted Miles last night because Braden was – not Miles, sorry. Wanted Omer last night because Braden wasn't shooting well. But Braden had 11 assists to 2 turnovers. He dominated with a pass in the second half. I'd like to see him be less anxious to pass, like just shoot the ball a little bit more. Yeah. And I know he was 2 for 14, but the only time I don't like when he shoots is when he passes up a pretty good look for him to try to go in and get fouled or drive to the basket. Like, you're 6 foot, buddy. Those are some athletic freaks you're playing. Let's just pull up in the mid-range and knock him down over and over and over. And we didn't want to do that. I think he's going to have the same thing today.
He hasn't been on his midi as much this year. I noticed it's either, a pump fake 3 or he tries to go clear to the hole. It's like, his midi game is beautiful. And we've seen that with Omer too, is like, the midi game works, man. If they're dropping off you, take that shot, man. You don't have to get fouled every time.
I agree. Purdue ends up winning though, 80-71. Moves on to the championship game. happy that game's over. Happy we got through it without any injuries. That was really my biggest fear about halfway through. Was like when Braden fell at half court with nobody touching him, I was like, oh my God. But happy we got through it. Everything's good. Everybody's happy. I assume TKR went back to his hotel room and thought for a couple hours about what he had done. He's going to come back with a vengeance against JT Toppin. So moving forward, he just reflected for the whole night.
Some pickles in the shower, dude.
Yeah, he shower pickle. Like, he did what TKR does.
TKR things, obviously.
TKR things. I'll start off our Texas Tech preview with this from Saluki. Should be a fun game, albeit the refs and announcers suck. And let's just be honest, that's not it. The venue sucks. I heard Craig talking about there's one bathroom for both teams. So if you got to go to the bathroom at halftime, you're walking in there to see the other team. Like, that's crazy to me, like, to even think about. So everything about this entire tournament sucks. I hope we never play in it again. That being said, we do have a game tonight against a good team. That would be a huge quality win on a neutral floor that we really need it.
Big game Fletch. Hey,
I agree with you, Saluki. Saluki, big game Fletch. He was in the building last night. I think he'll be there again tonight. He is he's just a guy who gets into this stuff. He loves these crazy games. And I think he's the X factor. I mean, we're pretty much offset. Anderson and Toppin, Braden, and TKR are the two best two-man games in the country. The difference, and they have a guy as well that knocks down threes at a high level. I think he's averaging 4.5 a game. What was his name? I don't have it pulled up.
Donovan. No, you're talking. Are you talking LeJohn Watts or Donovan?
No, Atwell's the 3-point shooter.
Right.
Watts is a more all-around type of player, but Atwell shoots. He makes 4 threes a game. That he's going to be a problem. You just can't let that guy get going. You can't double down so hard on blocking up or stopping Anderson in the paint and Toppin in the paint to where you're giving up wide open threes to that guy, because he is a great shooter. So that's going to be a big key. What are your first thoughts? What are your initial ideas on how do we win this game, number one, and who do you think is going to be important in this?
For us, I think we win this game by not getting into a race. Not in a boat race. I think we need to slow it down, run the PJ sets. I noticed last night we got really comfortable shooting threes. We have huge guys in the post. TKR, he was passing really well last night, and his passing seems to get better every game. Mm-hmm. So I would say, get a post touch, free up the threes, when they drop. I think that'll be big. Players, I think Clough needs to have a big game, like a 12-12 night.
Yeah.
Just because they have Toppin. They're not huge, so I think it would be an easy night for TKR and Clough to go off. TKR is obviously going to have Toppin on him. He's an all right defender. I think TKR could eat. Their wings are big and they're experienced. Atwell, Watts, Tyree, Bryan. I mean, they're senior, junior, senior. It's all 6'5", 6'6", athletic guys. We're gonna have to play some defense tonight. It's gonna come down to that. What are your thoughts on this one?
Yeah, a lot of what you said, but the Texas Tech is very, very similar to Purdue. They are led by a very good guard who is a returner. They are led by a very good big man who is a returner at the power forward position. They have a very good shooter off those two, and then they have some role players. The only difference, in my opinion, really, is Purdue has a little bit more functional size down low, not necessarily on the wing spot or anything, just down low. Like Clough should eat if Toppin is guarding TKR, which I expect because Toppin plays good enough defense. He will do that. Oscar should be able to get a ton of offensive rebounds. He should be able to score. I think that's going to be important for this game. At the same time, when it comes down to games like this, and you're built very similar, you play similar styles, you play similar paces. We have 2 stars, they have 2 stars. So whose 2 stars are going to show up, and whose 2 stars aren't? In the Illinois game, You saw Texas Tech stars not really show up. In the Alabama game, Purdue's did. So who's going to show up for the big moment? Who's going to take this personally as if, I mean, you could argue right now that Anderson's playing better than Braden and Toppin's playing better than TKR. It's close with the Toppin TKR, but Anderson's been playing exceptionally well this year. Only a sophomore, I believe. A lot of talent. Very good team. I think it comes down to who executes better, who hits jump shots. I'd like to see us have a 40% plus three-point shooting game. I would like to see the role players, not just one, but like, how about can we get a game where Jakari, CJ, Omer, all these guys are knocking down shots?
They're not very deep, man.
No, they're not. And that's what I mean. We should be able to bring in guys. Our 6th, 7th, 8th man are as good as their 4th and 5th, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So, yes, they have stars, but they're very reliant on those stars. They're almost, and I heard this on a couple podcasts already, that they're very similar to Purdue's team last year. Very star dependent, have one good shooter, not a lot of usable size outside of that, and not a lot of great depth. Now, that being said, with what they have, they can beat anybody on any night because they are that talented at the top. At the same time, if you play Purdue style of a game, you hit your jump shots, and there is any semblance of functional refereeing going on for either side. I mean, the second game was terrible too, so I just need one of that to happen. I did get something here from Saluki. Next year, we need a player like Toppin from the portal. I agree. For us to get a Toppin-like player, now I would like somebody who can shoot a little better than Toppin does, but
we need
still,
Doxel.
Yeah, I don't know. He hasn't translated super well. But,
let's go.
Yeah, I think it's
gonna
do. I'm really excited for this game. I don't know how you really have a better matchup of stars than this game.
No, it's 2 National Player of the Year candidates. I was checking out some stats on them. They are 228th in two-pointers. They are 17th.
2-point attempts or percentage?
They're 215th in attempts. They're 198th in 2-point percentage, man. They don't love.
Which with Toppin
not gonna
crazy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying but they're 17th in three-pointers, 28th in three-pointers attempted, and 60th in three-point percentage at 38%.
So they shoot a ton of threes, and they don't necessarily make them at a super high level, but they shoot enough of them. It's kind of like Alabama.
It's wild, man.
The 2-point thing, I think, is more. Toppin's exceptionally good inside the paint, obviously, but that being said, the other guys on the team aren't. So
they are
only one of your 5 is.
20th in offensive rebounds per game at 16 per game. I mean, obviously you can't really bank. I mean, they played some tough opponents.
Well, a lot of that offensive rebounding comes from one guy.
Yeah,
I
agree.
Toppin is a monster.
Yeah, that's
people compare him to TKR. You watch the two play; it's a very different game. I mean, Toppin is long. He's only 6'9", same height essentially, but his arms have to be 3-4 inches longer each. I mean, he is long, lengthy, and just a downhill force.
Yeah, I think they're gonna jack threes. They play their starting 5
a lot,
and kind of like us, man. You're looking at Toppin 33.7. Anderson's at almost 38 minutes a game. How are they feeling tonight, and how are our guys feeling tonight after 2 battles?
Mm-hmm.
It's like
the only benefit for us, I think, from last night was TKR didn't play a ton because of foul trouble. Yeah. Jacobson played 6 minutes. He could be a big player in this game because he wouldn't. I don't think he would be guarding Toppin. I think it would be TKR for the most part outside of foul trouble. And Jacobson is a great guy to have back there to come block shots. Now, he's got to learn how to block shots without fouling, but that being said, he should be well rested. A lot of the bench guys, Omer and those guys, didn't play a ton. We should be pretty well rested, honestly.
You know what I want to see? Jakari.
Yeah, he didn't play hardly at all last night.
He got, 8 minutes? 9 minutes?
8 minutes.
I need a Jakari comeback game, a statement game. I need his confidence level back. He just doesn't look confident out there. Um,
Would be happy.
Scary thing. It's a scary thing after the news that we heard last year about him.
Right, right.
Like, I don't necessarily want to lose him this year. So I would like to see him start getting after it.
Yeah, I agree because right now he's being outplayed by CJ and Omer, and that results in very few minutes.
Yeah. And that's going to lead to, resentment, anger. As a player of his caliber that knows what he's doing, he's a good kid. I want it for him.
So,
We're missing layups right now. We're having confidence issues.
Yeah, it's something because he's missing some layups, and I don't love that. We had that with Oscar was doing that early. He's kind of fixed that, shored that up a little bit, but
Oh yeah.
DJ was doing it. Now DJ seems to be finally dunking everything, which is what I like to see.
Well, we were trying to throw pocket passes to DJ, and we've talked about this. Is like, no,
No,
put it up in the air, throw it to
his
the
pocket is
Yeah.
about 10 feet 6 inches.
Yeah, you can throw it on the ceiling of this ballroom, and he will go up and get it. Like you can bounce it off the ceiling, and he's going to catch it. I think it'll be a good thing with Toppin tonight to have the lob. Like down on the block, just waiting on it. So
Right.
uh,
Saluki, I don't know what that part is. Jakari started the season that's how Jakari started the season last year. Then he finished strong. I agree. He did do that. I was hoping we wouldn't have to go through that bad start. I don't need to see terrible Jakari to know there's good Jakari in there. I just want good Jakari. And I get it. Right now he's playing limited minutes, and it only gets harder, and the confidence only drops when it starts happening. We've seen it, and we've seen it, and we've seen it. We saw it from Brandon Newman, other players that have played for Purdue, Ethan Morton. Guys
need
that
to
just,
show him Mason Gillis tape, bro.
Yeah, he needs to become that junkyard dog. Like, I don't really care if he comes in though and he's the Mason Gillis, Chris Kramer type, where he just comes in and goes after people. But he's not really doing that. Like our guards are getting cooked on the perimeter, all of them,
Side to side.
There was a point last night where I've never been so mad at Braden because it was like 2 plays in a row. It looked like he just gave up on defense, and I was furious. Because that's just not something that you do when you're a senior. I know it happens to everybody, it happens to the best of us, but that was upsetting to me. But with this game, my biggest key to this game, and this might be just too safe, but we come off of a 12-11 TKR game and 8-point Braden game. Like, show up. You're the 2 best players. You both probably in your own brain think you're better than Anderson and Toppin. So show up, go do it. I want to see a 40-piece total between the 2 of them. I need to see 40 points between the 2 of those guys. I need them to show up. I need them to be All-American level players. They weren't last night. One for a different reason. Braden just didn't play that well offensively, and the other one, TKR, was just in foul troubles and kind of doing some silly stuff. But play like All-Americans and lead this team to a victory in a bad situation where maybe things aren't going your way. But, hey, show up, be the best player on the floor, and win the game. Because right now for Purdue, we have allegedly have these 2 All-Americans. Fletcher Lawyer's leading this team in scoring through 5 games.
Right.
And
As he should be.
And the only guy in the last game that I thought really stepped up to all that crap going on.
He loves it, man. He flourishes when the game is nasty. Did you see that tweet where they said that he walked behind that guy and checked his name?
Oh yeah, I said that at one point. Like, he literally was at the free throw line. That guy's talking shit. He goes behind him and he goes, "Who are you?"
Yeah.
Like, and after that's when he went crazy.
That's cold, bro. You know what? Atwell is shooting. He shot 18 of 37 from 3.
Yeah, almost
We're gonna
50%.
Got to 48%. You got to move him off the 3-point line. That LeJohn Watts, he's 2 of 4, and I think both of those were last night.
Yeah, Watts is more of a go to the rim type of player. If anything, he gets fouled, I believe, a decent amount, but he's kind of a little bit of do it all. Like he gets rebounds, he play makes a little bit. He was very good last year. I can't remember where he was at, South Carolina, maybe something like that. But he was good last year. I don't think he's really learned his role on this team yet. Hopefully, it doesn't get figured out tonight or something crazy. But
Yeah, that would suck. They shoot 70% from free throw. I mean, honestly, I can't say much about free throws because obviously, I don't know if we shot any in the off season.
I mean, Braden's missing a lot of free throws.
Yeah,
Like, what are we doing?
Come on, man.
Like, that's what I meant about last night was so crazy. Braden goes 2 for 14. And let's be honest, one of those two was a one-handed three at the buzzer of the first half. So in my mind, he's 1 of 13 on real shots.
It's a
and
tattoo,
he goes
bro.
And 0 for 2 from the line. I mean, that just a historically bad game for him, to be honest. I expect a huge bounce back tonight. I really do. Real quick, Saluki says, hopefully Purdue doesn't go back to Bahamar tournaments in the future. I agree. Place might be a good place to go for vacation, but for a basketball game, not so much.
I want the Players Era, bro. Get us in. Players Era is a crazy tournament.
It is pretty cool. And it's not even like a real tournament, right? They don't crown a winner at the end.
I'm not sure, but I know that I saw like a ton of
huge games.
The top teams. Smith shoots his free throws too fast.
We've talked about that before.
Yeah, I think it's his tattoo. Honestly, throwing his shooting off. The extra weight of the ink in his skin is changing the path of his shots.
It's got to be it. I mean, it's logical. No, I expect a big game from him. So, who is your? We could talk about this all day, but the game's in 4 hours, and we're about to find out everything we need to know. And I told you this was going to be shorter because talking sucks right now. But
your mouth, you're roughing, dude.
Dude, I'm so swollen right here. Like you can't really see it on camera, but like it's so.
I can hear it in the way you're talking.
Oh man. Yeah, dude, my voice is messed up. I'm swollen under my tongue.
Yeah.
So like I had to get antibiotics and a steroid pack, and I just started them today. So it's getting a little bit better already, but it's hard for me to swallow. It's just tough, dude.
It sucks.
Anyway,
nothing
it is
worse
what it is.
than teeth pain, dude.
Oh yeah, dude. And my dentist is like, no, this is all normal. I'm like, listen, I historically have not great teeth as far as cavities go since I was a little kid. This is not normal.
Yeah. This ain't normal.
I called an emergency dentist, and they were like, they called me back because I left a voicemail, and they were like, you need to go to the ER immediately. And I was like, oh, well, I'm going to take these steroids and antibiotics for a day and see how it goes because I don't want to pay a $600 ER visit for no reason.
We'll give it time. I will jump back in. My key to the game is the man from down under. I'm going with it again, man.
I come from a land down under.
The land down under.
Don't copyright
Oscar
this, YouTube.
Clough. We need those seals. He gets 12 and 12. I think we walk with this. I think we Bama them because they don't have an answer for that. I look at their roster. I don't see somebody that can match up with Clough. I think he can eat, stay out of foul trouble. He sets way better screens than anybody on our team. Yeah, that's mine.
Big
Clough.
part of what you just
Who do you
said.
got?
Stay out of foul trouble.
Yeah.
That was a big issue last game. Braden was in it. Clough, DJ, T. Like it was almost targeted. It felt like from the officials, but yeah, that's neither here nor there. This game, stay out of foul trouble.
Through it.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. You can only deal with what you can deal with. My key to the game. So that's your player of the game, or just your key is just Oscar Clough?
Oh, my key would be run our sets, slow the game down. Don't get in a. We're not a. I don't want to be in transition this year. We did it last year. We did it okay. We can do it if we need to, but the sets are too good this year. Every time we run a set, we get a post touch or something. Somebody's wide open.
Yeah.
Run the sets. I mean, somebody corner threes, whatever. We get open shots. PJ's offense is immaculate.
Yeah. So my key to the game, and this is, I kind of mentioned this earlier, and like I said, it is basic, but is I need my guys to go. I need TKR, and I need Braden to own this game. Treat this like you got something to prove to the rest of the world, because everybody thinks that you guys are, maybe not as good as advertised. And this is going to be a high-level game, only real big-time game on this late tonight. And a lot of people are going to be watching because there's four maybe first-team All-Americans in this game.
Yeah.
And you're either going to look like All-Americans or you're going to get punked, because these other guys aren't going to back down. So that's a big key to me. My player of the game, I'm going to go Braden. I think this is a Braden masterclass, 25 and 12, somewhere in that range. If I had to pick somebody other than the Stars, I think I'm going to go. I think this is a big DJ game, honestly. He didn't play much last night. He did score 9 points in his 6 minutes. I think he can kind of cause some damage as the guy not guarding Toppin that kind of just floats around and blocks shots and gets rebounds. So he would be like my surprise pick of the game. But if I really had to put money on it, I'm going Braden. I think there's no way the guy has 2 terrible games in a row. It just won't happen. He's not wired that way. Yeah. So what's one thing that you think, if Texas Tech does this really well, they're probably going to beat Purdue? Let's go reverse psychology a little.
First off, chat, what are your thoughts? The keys to the game, key player of the game. Let's get them involved. Get the chat going. I think if Texas Tech, if they hit threes, if they're dropping all night, obviously it's going to be hard for us to run with them. I'm not too worried about Toppin. I mean, let him get his flowers, but we need to push them off the three-point line. They have some hot shooters. They shoot really well, 38.1% as a team. Get them off the line. Play a little drop. Give them the midi. They're not good from 2. They shoot 46% from 2. That's just their field goal, obviously, but that includes 2-point buckets. So give up to 2. Let them shoot middies. What about you?
I'm similar, kind of the same sentiment. Atwell and Anderson cannot get hot from 3. I think they average somewhere around 7 threes between them. We can't let them get going, and next thing you know, it seems to keep happening to Purdue. Texas Tech goes, 12 for 18 from 3 in the first half or something ridiculous, and now we're down 20 points before we can even blink, because you can't keep up with that. You can't do it. So just kind of like you said, we have enough size inside that I think we can manage Toppin. He's going to get his. He's that good, but we can slow down these shooters that they have, and that's going to be big for us. And I think if we do that, we win the game. But if they're making threes, we probably lose this game, and probably lose it pretty handily. If they come out and hit 14, 15 threes, they can be sped up a little bit. I know you're talking about wanting to play slow, which I agree, but they aren't exceptional in transition. Toppin is known to be turnover prone, and he has been pretty much all year. He's averaging 4 turnovers a game. They let him kind of go downhill from the 3-point line, and he has a tendency to turn it over. So get those guards swiping down, getting steals. I think that's something that we could possibly do. And then Saluki has his take here: stop Toppin, force them to win the supporting cast, out rebound Texas Tech, and don't get in foul trouble. Yeah, if we do those things right there, we're winning this game handily.
I'm going to go ahead and stop right now and give Saluki the MVP award of this show. He's dropping. He's keeping. I don't know why I posted that again. We really love that comment, Saluki. I wanted to post it twice. I did it again. Here we go again.
Let me help you.
I'm trying to post the bottom one. There we go.
Real MVP.
Saluki's the MVP of this chat. We thank you for being here. Thank everyone for showing up. Obviously, what is your score prediction, Derek?
Man, I've been listening. I'm a content connoisseur, so I've listened to all the pre-games, all this stuff, and I think a lot of people are taking this as not as high scoring of a game, and that's probably because both teams are relatively slow. So I think I want to agree with them, but I'm going to go a little bit lower even than what I heard. I think this is a 78-72 victory for Purdue. Now, That being said, if our stars don't show up, I think it's 84-68 Texas Tech. I think it's that drastic of a game where we need Braden and we need TKR to show up. I truly do. Oh, yeah. Michael Brunell, giving Saluki the flowers that the Saluki deserves.
You're getting the love, bro. Getting the love.
Yeah, Saluki, that is the truth right there, dude. Something we didn't hit on again. We're doing it again. Why are we having our 6-foot point guard throw the ball in under the basket against 6'7", 6'8" athletic? Like, what are we doing? It hasn't worked one time.
Stop.
Somebody call Sasha. Like, I know Greg Braggs, if you're listening, you're boys with Sasha. Call Sasha and tell this man.
Gary Braggs to you, bro.
Gary Braggs. Call Sasha. Tell him to have someone else take the ball. I don't care who it is. Anyone else.
Yeah.
And I know Braden's a great passer, but that's not working.
If you're listening and you're down there, please, sneak over to the bench and just ask for us. If we could have, preferably, I would prefer Fletcher take it out. He's tall enough to see over.
Thought. Saluki, yeah, I do need Saluki's game score prediction because this guy's been all over it, and I need to know what it is. Anybody else, feel free to drop yours as well, obviously.
Drop your score predictions in the chat. We want to see them. We will display them, and then we will either say you're crazy or we will say that's a great prediction. I'm going 81-72.
Okay, I don't hate that. Another 9-point victory.
Yeah, 81-72. I think we come out. We establish the post. It opens threes, and we hit them. I think they fix the rim, and Fletcher scores 28, dude. I think they remeasure the rim. Oh, here they come.
Hold on. Before you get to that, I wanted to remind everyone, we went on Nick Arvin, the Locked On Boilers podcast. This was his first loss prediction.
Oh, yeah, it was.
Remember that? This was his first loss. I didn't watch his show today to see if he continued that, but so we got some score predictions here. Oh, there's Andy. I was been wondering where you've been, Andy, in Colorado.
Yeah, Andy, why you hiding on us, dude?
Hey, Andy knows some of Wabash. You live over by Wabash. I was talking to him in the Discord, and his dad his stepdad, one of the two, is from the Wabash area because I was talking about Kyle Mason being on that broadcast from Peru, and
I'm over there every day, man. I'm over in Wabash. Actually, one of my plants is over there, so. Let's start displaying scores. We'll talk about it. KB. This is my wife. My wife's score here. She's talking 83-78. What do we feel about it?
Well, you might as well throw Saluki up. He says 83-78 too.
Wow. Hey, look at these. Are they hanging out right now?
Are you guys hanging out or something? What's going on?
Come on. Get real, dude.
I think that's a good prediction because I think the score is in that range.
Yeah.
I don't think it ends up that close one way or another. I think this is a 6 to 10 point win one way or another, but yeah, I wouldn't be shocked if it is close either.
Incendium. I'm going to say it right. Incendium. All right. Let's post Incendium.
Love that.
85-72. He's coming in hot. Big win. 13-point win. Decisive victory. TKR. 28 points, a legendary game, 14 rebounds. I think that's where he was going with it.
You said he's coming in hot. I just looked it up. Incendium is a word meaning fire or burning.
Oh, that would be why his picture is what it is. That makes sense. Perfect sense. And, yeah, it is a fire word, isn't it? Andy. Sorry. Hey, your work call, man. Tell him.
Andy, priorities, my guy.
Yeah, you got ball to talk, man. What are we 78-72. That's a fair call. That's similar to yours. I think it's right on par. We got some laughing. His dad grew up in Wabash, visiting aunts and uncles. Wabash is an interesting place, Andy. My mom lives there now, so
we always called it wall trash growing up, so if anybody from Wabash,
Wabatucky.
Yeah, it's got all kinds of names. It was always like that weird stepbrother that was hanging out across.
Yep, one of our plants is right on 13 over there. It's a decent community. I mean, pretty laid back. They got a good subway.
One of 12,000 subways in the world.
Well, It's top notch, man. These new people bought it, and they make a great sandwich.
It's like the Taco Bell in Fishers. If you ever in Fishers,
Yeah.
Indiana, go to Taco Bell. It's incredible.
Some places do it better, you know.
It's true.
Final thoughts, closing thoughts. We'll let you get back to ice in your jaw, brother.
You're telling me. Might drink some whiskey tonight just to get a little love.
Oh, come on.
I want to feel
dude.
a burn or something.
My goodness.
So, final thoughts for this game. A lot of these games, you know, against high-level players, I go in with this idea that it's like, win or lose, it's not a bad loss, and we're going to learn something and we're going to be better. I don't have that feeling in this game. We are a better basketball team from what I've seen from them. And our stars are coming off kind of stinkers between them. So, like, I need to win this game mentally. Like, if we lose this game, I'm right back to, like, man, I don't know if – I don't know. I don't want to go too far down that dark rabbit hole. But, like, I just think that this is a game we should win. I think it's a game we will win. I think it's a game our stars are going to show up for. I think Painter's going to have a great plan. He's one of the best in America on short notice scouting. And I don't want to lose because I think if we win this game, we're not going to lose for a while. The Marquette team we play is bad. The Iowa State team's okay, but we should beat them. The Auburn team's okay, but we should beat them. Those are all home games. I mean, the Auburn game's a pseudo-home game. So, to me, this is our last true we could lose this game. And I just think it's a game we need to win. I think we need to rebound. I think our stars need to show up. We need to defend the three-point line. And we need to not get emotional and let the refs and the environment and everything around us control the outcome. You control your own destiny, so go control it. Go take the game. Go win it. Get a hot start. We seem to start poorly. Start off hot. Establish TKR and Clough early. Get Toppin in foul trouble. Do all the little things that we failed to do last game because we were so worked up about referees. And this also goes if you're at that game for Purdue fans, not that you're going to be listening to this right before you're at a game, but if you are, like, don't let the refs get in your head either because it's weird. In these small gyms, when referees are being attacked and it's 95% Purdue, they start getting this little bit of like they're the villain. And then they're going to go against your team more because they feel threatened to some degree. And as bad as those refs are, and they deserve to feel threatened, it still isn't a good outcome for us. So that's my overall arching takeaway. You know, last thing I'll say before I let you kind of wrap this up is thank you for everyone that's been in the chat. You know, we got some people that listen to most of our stuff all the time. You know, Insidium, Saluki, Andy in Colorado, but also Blake Widmer. We also had Michael Brunel in here, who I haven't seen, I don't think. So appreciate anybody who likes our stuff, who shares our stuff, and make sure to tell your friends about it. You know, we're trying to grow this thing. My last solemn goal, and it is in the works. I am trying to get Oscar Clough on the show. I am in communication with someone in his family to try to get him on the show. Yes, I understand how that sounds. Okay, I went there.
Leave
So that's
it
what
there.
when I'm a small podcast, that's what I got to do.
Don't say anything else.
I will not say anything else, but we're going to try to get him on. I'm working on it. I think it's going to happen at some point. So if it does, that'll be super cool because I could listen to that guy talk in his little Australian accent forever. And I'm interested to see if he can fit in one single screen.
No, we will have to full screen him. We will be off to the side. Saluki, I don't want you to, man. I don't want that. I don't want to. I like the people that come to the show. I don't want to have to deal with that, man.
Goodness.
Closing thoughts. I'm with Andy. Purdue needs to keep winning. Keep the train rolling, baby. Big Ten's going to be brutal this year.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the Big Ten is just stacked top to bottom. So
way better than I thought.
Yeah, we got to get them ranked dubs early, man. Because, as we all know, the Big Ten can be a gauntlet. It will be this year. Let's get the wins early. Get some momentum heading into Big Ten. And let's, what would this be, the 27th, 28th Big Ten title?
27th. We have 26.
27th. They say it in the opening. I can't ever remember. But let's get our 27th. Tonight, closing thoughts. Be tough.
Yeah.
Be too tough. Be Clough too tough, as some might say in
Clough and
circles.
tumble.
Yeah, like stay off the floor, stop foul baiting, shoot the ball, feed the post, get post touches. Wisconsin's losing to BYU by 21. Is that currently happening?
Yeah, there's 6 minutes left. It's in Utah. I think it's at the Jazz's stadium.
Oh,
But
Carl Malone did some terrible things in there.
Wisconsin is not built to beat a team like BYU. And that was a crazy thing you just said, by the way. I just skipped right over it, but that's crazy.
Craig was high on Wisconsin. Craig,
Oh, well,
if you're one of the people watching this, what are we doing, brother?
Wisconsin might be the most divisive team ever. You either think Wisconsin's maybe a top 5 team, or you don't even think they should be Division I.
I think Wisconsin thinks that about themselves.
Oh yeah, they do. It's game to game.
I mean, the players,
yeah, game to game.
They're like, either their bigs are gonna shoot 35-footers and drain them, or they might foul out. Don't know.
They're going to get 20 piece by BYU,
Yeah, I mean, go win against Texas Tech, dude.
Oh.
Let's get it.
Let's get it.
Thanks, everybody.
Let's get hyped. It's a 9:30 game. Get hyped.
Let's go, yeah. Late night game. Stay up late. Make some popcorn. Cuddle up with your honey if you got one. If you don't, get a dog. Let's have a great night. Thanks, everybody, for coming. We really appreciate y'all. Boiler up. Let's go. Baha,
Take care of your teeth.
Let's go. Yeah, brush your teeth tonight. All right, see y'all.
Peace out.